Brand new. We call this a freeform and round beaded, which again, a lot of work to make a necklace like this. I want to say we had the last of the quantity for the visit. Yeah. It's $109.98, unheard of.
And guys, this material's vintage antique turquoise, the Hubei, highly collectible, and you're seeing the last of the few pieces, and then I won't have any more material.
And under $20, I got to tell you that with FlexPay here, at least get this at home. We're going to show you the actual specimens that you bring in.
I have this, and I have one other Hubei, but I don't want everybody to think that you can just get this material anytime. This is something, even for us to have this, we got it in 2018 is when we got this private collection, private stash, and you're seeing the very, very last of the last. These are actually my specimens from the 70s. This is when they were still mining the mine. And these were my specimens that I had from the original mine when they were mining it. This is actually, the turquoise you're seeing in the necklace is the same as this turquoise. This was literally harvested either late 70s, early 80s, then they shut it down. It's still shut down to this day. The only reason we have it is we were able to buy one of the original miners' private collections, and we got that in early 2018. We did a TS with it, and all the designs you're seeing now were just the remnants of the last of the material.
You bet, Robert. Thank you for your patience calling from Illinois. Thank you for calling, and welcome. You're live on the air with Jay and Lynn.
What's going on, Robert?
Well, hi. Thank you for taking my call. Jay, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you putting the Hubei on. I had gotten one necklace. I'm really a rock hound, and I'm finding that I can really display the material better, you know, when I display the necklace rather than putting a specimen in a box on a shelf. And so I wanted to thank you very much for bringing out your Hubei. This is amazing. I have a little Kingman, but then when I saw the Hubei, I'm really trying to get some of it. I got that one that you're showing right now. Okay. I can't wait to see it. But I really wanted to compliment you on the design of the, I think you call it chunky bead necklace. You can see right into every kind of Hubei that you put on there. It's a great design.
But you know,
and I have a really quick question.
Yeah, sure.
The Hubei has these little spots. They're sometimes two tones, maybe green with an iron brown outside. Is there a turquoise term for those little kinds of two-tone spots?
Okay, well, that's the matrix. Okay, so that they just call it the matrix, and this is which is a good point. I love the fact that you love that, and also the necklaces. A lot of people are doing that. They're actually, I'll go into their homes, and they'll actually be displaying it. They'll have like specimens, and then they'll have the necklace or something over a specimen. It really kind of is really cool when you go. I actually have it in my house. I'm doing that. Now it's really a kind of a cool look. The thing with the Hubei, that what makes it so unique and so different is that there is no other turquoise like it. And you could, you know, Robert, that's a great question. I could show you. But this is what, I don't know if you could zoom in a little bit on this so you could see, and this is what makes it so unique and different. That is all from the mine. There is no other turquoise that's like that. And what, Robert, I believe you're referring to is these, right? The little spots within this. This is all turquoise. That is all turquoise. But what makes the patterns and makes it so unique, this is what they call the matrix. So that would be the matrix within the turquoise
tone.
Yeah,
those little blossom spots, those are really interesting.
Okay, now, also what you might be referring to, now there is an effect. It doesn't happen in Hubei as much, but there are some where they call it watermark. And what that is where there was water vapor encased in the turquoise, and so when it filled, when the turquoise came in and filled the mold or whatever you want to call it, it's a secondary replacement. It left those watermarks, and it have like little white clouds, and that makes it very, very special. But this is just in general terms, is called spider webbing or matrix.
Very cool, Robert. We can't thank you enough.
I can't get the chunk. I'm sorry, I can't get the chunky necklace. I really liked it, but I just wanted to compliment you on that.
Okay.
Thank you for showing us.
Well, that's cool. I hope I answered your question and
Thank you, Robert.
And didn't confuse the issue. But,
and Robert has this one coming home, which is a good thing.
Well, this is cool, and this is one of the smaller ones we're looking. But here again, you have to understand, you know, what we're the direct manufacturers. So I'm working right from the rough. So when I work from working from the rough, I have to work with what I have, right? So like if I've got these huge, big nuggets, big pieces, I can make big designs, big pieces. This was some of the last of the remaining. This is well, to tell you the truth, it is the most petite one I've ever made, but you still have those beautiful colors.
Yeah.
Also, we try to go with more of a matching type look. Do you see where it's all more color consistent?
Yes.
And what I'm demonstrating here with the Hubei is the myriad of colors that this comes in. This material is highly collectible. When we won't have it the rest of 2020. I might have maybe 1 or 2 more projects coming up, but I'm not talking thousands, guys. I'm talking hundreds of that we're going to be able to do. I do have some of the big spider web, and some of it, maybe a term on this, some of this actually has that honeycomb webbing in it, but I've got some of that, the spider web material, which is probably the highest end, the most sought after, has the beautiful patterns. We're going to be doing some big bracelets in that, some big chunky stuff.
But you wouldn't be able to do a necklace like this, right? Out of something like that.
A necklace in that would be, actually chances of doing it are 0.
Yeah. See?
So, I mean,
and
absolutely
that's why
0.
many of you right now who are collectors are jumping in and taking advantage of this incredible special. It's not even a sale. This was brand new for this visit. It's actually an event price at just over $100. So with FlexPay.
And here again, there wasn't thousands of these guys, okay? There wasn't thousands. We're using up the last remaining material. And for people that don't know, I mean, I'm really stoked that Robert's so interested in it. That's really cool. But, for people who don't know, this is really an American story, right? It's turquoise, and it's not from America, but it's an American story. And what this is with the Hubei, people don't realize this, but it wasn't very long ago that China was a closed society. As a Westerner, you weren't allowed into China. They opened up, Shenzhen was the first open market where they actually allowed anybody. Even Hong Kong, wasn't part of China, right? I mean, it was a British, Hong Kong was independent. But back in the day, and this hasn't been that long ago, where you couldn't even go into China. When they opened China up, one of the things that started coming out it was kind of rumored, it really wasn't marketed, but it was rumored that they had turquoise. It was miners, and they're still in existence today. I have pictures. A lot of them are still alive and still working. There were miners and lapidary people that came from Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and Colorado. They're the ones that pioneered this, went in, and I'm telling you, this is when, these guys literally were pioneers. They went in, this was the first turquoise. They not only showed them how to mine it, they showed them how to cut it, and then the key thing, they showed them how to market it. And it was a big deal. When Hubei first came out, it was a huge deal on the American market in the early 70s, early 80s. And then all of a sudden, they had some problems at the mines, and the government came in for safety reasons and shut the whole thing down. You cannot, to this day, there's still Hubei turquoise. I'm told, I'm not allowed to go in there, but I'm told that there's still large quantities of Hubei turquoise that are there, but they don't allow them to mine it.
No kidding. And that's what becomes fascinating. By the way, Urshi just put on the beautiful turquoise pendant.
Oh, we still have some of these left?
We have a handful.
Okay.
And we have the drop earrings that Urshi's wearing, and that is Urshi's wearing also from the Hubei mine, or Hubei turquoise.
Okay,
so ask about, I think they're limited too.
I want to point out something like this with the pendant, with any rings, anything like that, anything that we put in silver, that material is the highest quality of the Hubei, right? And that is the material that we went through, and we individually took that out. This is all like the super, super high grades, things that, to be honest with you, even back in the 70s and 80s, sold for mega money. This was the quality that they were putting into the real high-end jewelry, that they were really putting into high-end designs. I have to tell you, I've met, one of the things at Tucson, that you meet people all the time that they have like a squash blossom on that's like massive, and it's got massive turquoise. And they don't even realize how much that turquoise is worth today. Like old landers, things like that, even the old Hubeis. I've seen a lot of old Native American designs. Now, this is not Native American. We're not using Native American artists, but Native American designs that the turquoise, if they knew what that turquoise cost and what that is. Now, maybe the design isn't something that would maybe gander the value, but the turquoise is actually worth more than the design in the silver.
That's
you
amazing,
could sell a lot of it. You can sell it by the carat. Wow. They sell it by the carat for like $300, $400, $500 a carat.
How
some of the materials.
And the necklace right now, again, thank you, very, very popular. Last opportunity to secure this wonderful event price at $109. By the way, that is also fully adjustable. So I can go from 18 inches to 19 inches to 20, up to close to 21 inches. So it will work perfectly back with that pendant.
And you can do that in quarter-inch increments.
Right. So if you want to wear it a little bit longer with the pendant, you'll easily be able to do that. So I want to give you that information. First, let's start with the earrings, because this is also Hubei Turquoise. They're a drop earring with a French wire post, all in sterling silver.